Hello from Mexico. Welcome back to our channel. So today I'm here at the house site to give you guys a full update of what's going on here at our home build in Mexico. We have made some progress on installing the Talavera in one of the bathrooms, the bathroom downstairs that's between the boys' room. They've made progress in the storage room. Pancho is almost done with the stairs. And right now I'm also laying out some tile for the final pattern for the kitchen. So if you like what you're watching, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can turn on the bell for notifications so that you never miss a video. With all of that being said, let me show you what's going on here at our home build in Mexico. Let's go. Today, Diego and I are here at the house site because we're laying out the tile pattern for the first bathroom because we have the blue tiles for the bathrooms. But I'm not recording a full vlog today, so I am just gonna record this part and add it to the next house update, which is why you guys are seeing it this way. Okay, so here are all of the bird patterns that came in the mix of birds. This is our normal mix of the blue and white pattern. And right now, Diego and I are laying them out so that the guys can just grab them and get them installed. Dominic was helping me earlier, but now he's outside playing. But Diego's over here because he's done with schoolwork today. And so now he's helping me out with putting them all together. And actually, Diego said that he likes this job. So one of the biggest updates that I have for you guys is that we have officially received all of the Talavera for our home build. But in addition to all of the Talavera, if you remember from the last video where we were talking about all of the designs, I told you guys that I was taking out 3 of the Talavera tiles just because I didn't feel like they would fit with the rest of the tiles. What I did was I messaged the company and asked them if they had apple tiles that we could switch them out with, and they were able to replace them, but with yellow and red apples, which if you guys know, and if you're following on like Instagram and Facebook, you saw this post already, but my grandparents actually owned a fruit farm and their top selling fruit was golden delicious apples and red apples. And so these red apples I'm incorporating in the backsplash of the kitchen, but let me show you this beautiful tile that I'm probably the most excited about out of all of them. Okay, so these are the 2 pieces of tile that will be added to the kitchen backsplash. I'm going to show you guys how I put this all together, but these are the 2 tiles. These were not specially made for me. These are the company happened to already have these. And so all I did was ask them to switch them out with the patterns, with a couple of tiles that we weren't going to use in the mix. And we were just gonna keep those other tiles as extras, see if we could find a different place for them. But fortunately, the company has been incredible to work with. And so what they did was they just switched them out for these 2 tiles. And I can't wait to show you guys how I've incorporated them into the backsplash of the kitchen. Here is what we've landed on for the kitchen pattern. I am going to keep the apples in the middle line because there will be 3 lines on the backsplash of the kitchen. Then we're gonna mix in the colors to keep the 70-30, but again, put the apples in the middle. So this is the design that I've landed on for the backsplash here in the kitchen. Now, these are just the color tiles that are the mix of the color tiles that we got. This will be the pattern that will be in the laundry room. All right, so this top part of the stairs has been completed minus the grout, obviously from like the 2 top steps down. So the 2 top steps have like their grout and everything. The rest of them don't have the grout yet. And then we just continued with our regular floor on the landing portion. Right now, Pancho is working on the remainder of the stairs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed. He's working on the 6th one. And I'll show you because if you see these boxes, we did get the rest of the Talavera. So I'm gonna go through and start laying that out and also do the last 3 patterns, or the patterns for the last 3 steps. Now, after Diego gets done with school, he's going to be coming over to help me go through all of these boxes of tiles. Some of them were cracked or broken in transit, so we have to go through each one, take out the ones that are broken so we can let the company know, because they do send replacements if any break in transit. So we have these boxes over here, the boxes with bird tiles in them, and then between this counter and these counters over here, I have the mix of the color tiles. So Pancho has 3 more steps to install, but we couldn't install them, or I couldn't put the patterns together for them until we received the rest of the mixed color boxes. So now that I have those, I'm gonna lay out 3 more steps for Pancho so that he can finish off the stairs. Once he gets those 3 steps installed, the stairs will be completely done except for the grout lines. So they'll go back over and do the grout lines as well. Here's what I have for the last 3 steps. I think maybe we'll change this guy out. I haven't used this guy, but I think he fits better there. And maybe we'll put this guy at the end of this one. Yeah, there we go. Hello, my little sidekick. How you doing? Hey, Jackson. What you doing, buddy? Just hanging out? I've not been around any other dogs, I swear. Okay, so as you can see, the storage room has its walls completed, also the stucco, and right now the guys are working, well, Fidel and the guys are working on installing the floor. So this room is moving right along. They probably have maybe another 1 to 2 days in here, and then this room will be done, and that will mean that all of the rooms in our home officially have their wall finishes and floors. All right, Diego is done with school, so we are going to head over to OXXO, grab some coffees, and then we are going to go back to the house site and go through all these boxes of tiles so that we can check and see if any more of them are broken, so that we can let the company know. I don't know if we'll need to get replacements for them. It honestly just depends. We did over order the tile, which by the way, you should always do so that you have extras in your home in the event that, if, you know, at some point in time they break and things like that, because you can't always find the same tiles again. But anyway, so we did over order the tiles. I expect that we'll have extra. So if there is like only about, 10 tiles broken, I don't think that I'm going to go through the trouble of having the company send any, but I do need to make sure that we have enough to finish all of our projects. So we're going to go through, I think it's like 34 boxes of Talavera. So
bunch of boxes.
It's a bunch of boxes. So let's go get some coffee.
Let's go.
Okay, we're back here at the house site. So I'm going to set up my phone. Diego and I are going to go through some of these boxes, then I'll update you on where we're at. tiles. Here are all of the apple tiles because they were just switched out for the 3 designs that we took out. We have more than I was expecting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the pattern like this in the middle. And then I'm going to keep the 70-30. I mean, it's still 70-30, but the apples are in the middle. So that we use up more of the apples for around the kitchen. But let me show you, so Diego and I went through all of the boxes that have the color tiles in them. So let me show you kind of the stuff that we're looking for. Unfortunately, we do have a few that have broken. We're looking obviously for clear breaks, but we're looking at tiles that have breaks in them or cracks in them. Oh, well, there you go. And because then when you pick them up, there are a couple tiles though like this that we can use on the parts where we have to cut the tile, because there are parts where this tile has to be cut. And so these ones that are just missing like a corner, we can probably still use. So I'm taking them out of the mix. And I think the ones I'm going to talk to the company about are obviously just the ones that are, you know, cracked to where they're going to break, but we'll keep the ones with just kind of like broken corners a little bit, because those can be used for the areas that were cut. But that's what we're looking for when we're going through all of this tile. And you have to kind of watch carefully because you'll miss them a little bit. The problem is that if these guys are installing them, if they already have this crack in it, as soon as they go to install it, it'll break in half. Like the crack will just, it's already compromised, right? So it'll just crack all the rest of the way. But if it's just the corners, then the guys can salvage them for cuts. But so we've done all of the boxes of the color tile. Diego got these ones put back together. So we're gonna get these ones boxed back up. And then we're gonna start on the blue tiles, which are over there. We have, I think, almost 3 times the amount of the blue tiles. That's gonna take a little bit longer. Diego is working tomorrow though, so if we don't get it finished, then Diego will spend his workday tomorrow finishing it as well. Say hi to you too. Say, look how fat I'm getting. You're just putting on weight, buddy. You look great. You look great, Cuppy. Here's the little girl. She's actually not with the sheep today, which surprises me, but this is about as close as I can get to her. So she just still doesn't really want any interaction with humans, which is fine. She's doing great. She's eating. She has medications and that. So I remember she's been, what do you call it? She got vaccinated, all of that. Good gravy. But she still doesn't want anything to do with us, but that's all right. As long as she's happy and healthy, she can live here. Huh. She's so cute. I just want to love her one day. I'm gonna keep trying. Also, oh shocker, a goat that's not in the pen where he's supposed to be. Excuse me. Dog food's not cannot afford to buy dog food for goats. No. That's what he does. He sneaks over here to get dog food. No dog food for you, sir. That's why you're so big. You should, be in your pen. The other ones. Miss Ma'am, where's your mother? Why are you on this side? Where's your mom? Hey, sneak. I see you. Good baby. You should comer la comida de perro. Ya. Stop eating the dog food. It's not for you. Go eat your food.
Al rato va a ladrar.
Mira como gordito. No.
Ya comí hierba, corre.
Here's Miss Bonnie. She's out back today. Let's go say hi to her. Bun. Would you like to say hi? Ma'am, your baby's in the front. Hi, sweet girl. Hi. Do you want to say hi? What's up, YouTube? Bonnie, you're so beautiful. Little update on the bathroom. They are putting the ledge together right now. As you can see, they've cut the tile that goes on the underneath, and so what they have is something to hold it in place while it sets. So that's done, but right now what they're doing is just continuing with the pattern along the wall. So I'm really excited to see all of this installed, and then the guys told me, they were like, we'll clean it off when we're done. And I was like, it's fine. Everything looks dirty right now, but I'm excited to see it all like installed and then cleaned off so that I can see it with our floor and that, because I really think that it's gonna tie it all together. Also, have you guys seen these before? Look how big these are. These are moths. They're gigantic. We get them all the time in the house, particularly in the places where we don't have like a window installed, but they just hang out, and then Fidel just puts them back outside. But they're so big. They're so pretty. We always get them though inside the house. I'm just over here collecting all kinds of animals, including bugs, big bugs. Here's kind of what we're looking at for behind the stove. The problem is that the stove is 3 feet by 3 feet, or behind the stove, the space. So what we're going to do is set this as our center line, and then the guys are gonna work those ways out. I'm so tired, guys. Okay, so what's gonna end up happening is they'll have to cut these tiles and they'll have to cut these tiles, but because there's an uneven amount, there's 9, I can't match this side to this side without breaking my pattern and making it look weird. So we're gonna go with this, and then I'm gonna keep the apples kind of concentrated in the middle of this design. But this is what we're looking at for behind this space. I guess I could just show you guys since I'm standing right here. So behind the stove. So that's what we're looking at for that. So right now I'm taking you into the bathroom in Fidel and I's bathroom, because we're making a couple adjustments before they continue installing any more tile on the walls. So Fidel and I were in here discussing the Talavera, and Fidel actually realized that the placement for the lights is kind of off. We have one off to the side. We went back and forth on it a little bit and decided that we're going to move this box, this light box, and this light box just a little bit over. It's not a time-consuming or difficult thing for them to do. It would be if we had the tile installed, but it's not. So what they're going to do is they're just going to take this out, fill it in, and move it a little bit to the left, and this one also a little bit to the left. And then Fidel also wants to add one more outlet on this side of the sink. And that actually, because there isn't any more tile, they'll be able to do that as well. So we're going to get those things, the guys are going to, like, I'm not doing it. Obviously, I'm here filming, but the guys what they'll do is they'll make that adjustment before they do any more tile installation here in the bathroom. So this will probably be the last bathroom or the last room in the house that gets its Talavera installed, only because we're making those little adjustments. But it's better to catch these things early and make those adjustments rather than later once everything is installed and completed. So those are a couple adjustments that we'll be making here in Fidel and I's bathroom. Also, I know you guys are probably wondering, like, how did we miss that? I have no idea. I have no idea how we missed it. We missed things, but yeah. So I have no idea. We just missed it. Additionally, the other thing that's going to happen in here before they continue with the Talavera is they're gonna come in and they're gonna paint more of the moisture barrier that you guys have seen. So that blue, some people thought it was like the paint color of our bathroom. It's not, it's a moisture barrier. So they're going to continue that up the wall before they install any more Talavera, so that we have that moisture barrier on all of the walls in the bathroom. So that's coming, I think, as soon as like this final line gets installed. Once the final line gets installed, then they'll come in, paint that up, and then they'll be able to continue with the tile. And there's only 2 more rows until they can continue with this tile. So then we'll get to see, I'll get to show you guys basically what a completed bathroom will look like. And Ruben said that they were coming in the next like 1 to 2 weeks to install the bathroom windows, because those are being made by Ruben and his team. So yeah, I'm excited to show you guys the bathroom come together. All right, so Diego and I were able to get into a couple of the boxes of the blue Talavera. However, the rest of it's going to have to wait because I need to get back home to the little ones. But there's a look at everything that's going on here at the home build. I do think we will have to have the company send out some more pieces. I'm a little worried that I'll run out of like, I'll have too many of one design and not enough of another design in order to kind of keep a mixture of them going. But yeah, but we're gonna keep going through them and kind of just see where we're at, and we'll talk to the company. The company has been great to work with. They told me when they sent all of this to us, they said, please let us know if you have anything broken. We, of course, will replace it. So I just need to get a final count before I bug them with it. So, but there's a look at everything. Everything's coming along really quickly. Pancho knocked out those stairs incredibly fast, which I expect nothing less from Pancho. The guys that are doing the storage room, they also are like, it's so fast. All of it's so fast now. And so once the bathroom gets installed, the Talavera in the bathroom gets installed, they'll be able to continue up the wall with the other tile that we have for the wall. So that'll continue up the wall, and then I'll be able to give you guys like a look at the fully completed bathroom, which is crazy to even think about saying. And then they'll, start, I'm not sure where they're going next. I'm not sure if they're gonna start with the kitchen next after that bathroom. I guess it'll just depend on Pancho. Pancho's kind of taking the lead on the Talavera because he has the most experience with Talavera. So he's taking the lead on this. So I don't know if he'll continue in the kitchen, if they'll move into the laundry room to get that kind of squared off, or if they'll continue in like the next bathroom. But as you guys saw, there are some adjustments being made in Fidel and I's bathroom. So the Talavera will have to wait there, but there's just a lot going on here at our home build, and I know I say this every time that I vlog, but I'm so excited for all of this, and to see it all coming together with these details is, man, it's pretty amazing. So as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this house update, and we'll see you on the next vlog. Bye guys.